Hey everybody, so we are living in some crazy times right now with the quarantine, with all this uncertainty going on. I think it's safe to say we could all use a break. We could all use a time to recharge, regroup, and just get our minds and bodies right. And even in regular times, a lot of us have busy, hectic lives. We neglect ourselves, and we could just all do with some pampering. So today I'm going to be showing you guys my pampering routine and just walk you through what I like to do when I'm doing all my self-care stuff. And I don't do this in any particular interval. I usually do this whenever I feel overwhelmed, whenever I'm really stressed, or I just need to relax. So the first step in my self-care routine is doing my nails. I do my own nails about 95% of the time, and a lot of you know that. And you guys have been asking me about a nail tutorial. I promise that video is coming very soon, but I didn't want to put all the steps that I take to do my nails in this video because it would just drag it out too long. And I do my nails whether I do this full routine or not. About every week, and I usually do them just randomly whenever I find pockets of time to do them. But when I know I'm going to be doing my whole pamper routine, I will do it in the very beginning of the day, or I will even do it sometimes if I know I'm going to do my pamper routine. I will do it the night before, so my nails are already done and taken care of. Because once I start my routine, I really don't want to have to worry about going and doing my nails. I just like to get my nails out of the way first. And this is such a pick-me-up because when your nails are done and freshly polished, it just makes you feel so good and well kept. It definitely boosts your mood. Next, when it's go time, when I'm about to set everything in motion, I like to nourish my hair with a really good deep condition. And for that, I use my favorite conditioner, which is Aussie, and along with that I use some olive oil, just good old olive oil that you cook with. Take a bowl, put some conditioner in, then pour in some olive oil, and I do roughly 3 parts conditioner to 1 part oil. Stir really well until the oil is all mixed in with the conditioner. And then I go ahead and slather that all on my hair. If my hair isn't very dirty, I will go ahead and do it on dry hair. If my hair needs some cleaning, it's a little dirty, then I will shampoo first, and then I'll put this conditioner mask onto damp hair. And I like to really work that in. And I always like to concentrate some on my front and back edges, as well as the ends of my hair, because those are the areas that tend to be the driest and they require extra attention. So I like to give those areas a little more TLC. The conditioner, it makes my hair extremely soft. The olive oil adds such a nice luster and shine. And then I gather each side of my hair into a bun just to keep it all together. I take a plastic cap, put that on, and then I take a towel and wrap it around my head to lock in my body heat, which helps the conditioner mix to penetrate and really do its magic on my strands. And then with my hair up and doing its thing, after that I will go and have a relaxing soak. I crank up the water pretty hot because I really like a steamy hot bath, and I add a heap of Epsom salt to help soothe and relax my body and my muscles. And then nothing says pamper day like bubbles, and for that I like to use products that are pretty clean and won't cause me any irritation. I get a bunch of fake roses from the dollar store. I cut off some of those petals and I just throw them into the bath, and this makes it super luxurious feeling. You feel like you are a princess, you feel like you are royalty when you get into a bath with rose petals, even though these are fake. It's all about setting the vibe. Now while my bath is filling up, that's when I'll usually go and get my snacks together because I like to munch while I'm soaking. I usually go for popcorn. That's like my bath snack of choice. And then to drink, I always like something fizzy because having a glass of bubbly in a bubble bath, it works so well. It's the perfect combination. I'm having some sparkling red grape cocktail. Sometimes I will have some sparkling wine or champagne. It really just depends on my mood and what I have around. But once I have my snacks all gathered up, I go to my bath, and before I get in, I put on my essential oil diffuser. This thing is the bee's knees. I like to put lavender in mine, and it just gives the room the best scent. It legit makes you feel like you are in a spa. It's so relaxing, it's so calming, and I just absolutely love it. So once I've turned that on, I'll go ahead and get into my bath. I'll pop on some eye gels to depuff and soothe my eyes while I relax, pour out a glass of my drink, eat some popcorn, and then I just chill for at least an hour. I usually spend about an hour to 2 hours in my bath, and that's another reason why I like it really hot, so the water doesn't get cold before I get out. And a lot of times I'll bring my laptop in as well and watch some type of lighthearted movie, something that's mindless, something not too heavy. Sometimes though, the movie ends up becoming background noise because, and I'm not even joking, I will sit, close my eyes, drink my drink, imagine that I'm on vacation. I'll imagine that I'm somewhere exotic, I'm in a pool, I'm on the beach, and it really does work. It's like having a free getaway in your mind. So I urge all of you out there to try it. Create a scene, set the vibe, close your eyes, and imagine you're at your dream destination. You're somewhere frolicking in the ocean. See if that doesn't just take your mind to another place. See if it doesn't really relax you, and it's just so peaceful. So right before I get out of the bath, I will take down my towel, I will take off the plastic cap, and I'll use this little massage gadget to massage my neck and my shoulders to further loosen my muscles, and I'll also use it on my head as well. And this is really invigorating, and it also stimulates blood flow, which can help with growth. So it's really good to use on your head. I do that for a couple minutes, and then I hop into the shower to finish up. And placing a hair catcher down while the water is draining from the bath, it makes cleaning up those rose petals a breeze. Using my favorite facial scrub, I exfoliate my face, really get in there, help smooth out my skin. I make sure to get my lips as well so I'm not having any type of chapped situation. All that is smooth. And on pamper days, I like to also exfoliate my body. So I use that same scrub and massage it into my skin to buff away roughness, focusing on areas like my joints, which can get dry and scaly feeling. And this gets my entire body feeling super soft. I also like to use this as a precursor to shaving. This helps me to avoid ingrown hairs. It really helps to prep my skin for shaving. And I just shave with my regular body soap, so I get all the hair off my legs, my arms, my underarms, my bikini area, do all that grooming. Wash it all off, get nice and clean, and then I will thoroughly rinse out the conditioner. And once I'm done with that, my hair is uber hydrated and manageable, and the deep conditioner just gives it so much life. I use coconut oil to rub down my entire body. This helps to lock in the moisture, and it gives my skin this really vibrant, healthy glow. And I get quite a few questions about the type of body cream that I use, and it's usually just plain old coconut oil, guys. It's simple and it works for me, and I've been using it for years, and it keeps my skin looking and feeling absolutely amazing, so I love it. For my feet, because we all know how they can get extra rough feeling, I like to slather on a bit of petroleum jelly, especially on my heels, and just massage that in, really work it in. And then I'll either put on some thick socks for a while, or I will wrap my feet in plastic. Really helps the petroleum jelly to absorb, and this will have your feet so soft like butter. And then after that, I just pretty much try to take it easy for the rest of the day, or depending on what's going on, however long I can. One of my go-to ways to either get relaxed or stay relaxed is by making a cup of hot tea. I think what it is with hot drinks like that, hot tea, hot cocoa, stuff like that, you have to really sit, be still, be calm, take it easy when you're drinking it, and it just slows you down. It really helps you to unwind. And on my self-care days, I usually go for something really calming like green tea or chamomile. And then I just take my tea, I sit out on the patio. Sometimes I'll read a book or a magazine, but most times I pop on my headphones, listen to some music, sip my tea, and just enjoy the outdoors. Try to clear my mind, let the sun rays just shine all over me if it's still daytime out, and get some vitamin D, which is really good for your mood. If it's nighttime, I'll sit out underneath the stars, and that's just as relaxing. But just taking some time to go out, be in nature, see some greenery, it's very, very good for your emotional health. And then after that, I'm like in my most zen space. My nails are done, my hair is deep conditioned, soft and nice, my body's all smooth and moisturized, and my mental is clear. I'm feeling really good. So once I hit the bed, I'm usually out like a light. I get the most restful sleep on my pamper days. So yeah guys, that is my at-home pamper routine in a nutshell. That is pretty much what I do to get right. You guys let me know what you like to do on your self-care days. If you have any tips or tricks or any type of things that you find helpful for you, leave them down below in the comment section. Thanks so much guys for watching as always, and I'll catch up with you soon on my next video. Peace.